Do you have a nagging feeling of being behind in life? But the truth I need to share right now is that feeling behind is one of the biggest illusions holding us back from our own success story. And as a woman over 40, I want to have a real conversation about this. So let me share something personal. Before I decided to really go for working for myself, I spent nights lying awake calculating how many years I'd wasted. I thought about all of the women who started their businesses in their 20s or 30s, and that voice in my head would say, "You're too late to the game," especially at 50. But then it hit me. Some of the most successful women I had admired, they didn't even start until their 40s or 50s. So why was I still believing a timeline that was never mine to begin with? But you know what I discovered? That feeling of being behind is actually a sign of something powerful. It means you have ambition, right? It means you have dreams. And most importantly, it means you're ready for a change. It's a fact that some of the most successful businesses were started by people over 40. Here's some examples. Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until she was 40. Julia Childs didn't learn to cook until she was 30 and published her first book at 50. Martha Stewart didn't release her first book until she was 41. I didn't know that. Here's why starting your business after 40 is actually your secret weapon. And stay till the end because I have a tool for you that will help with getting started if you haven't. First, you have decades of professional experience. Every frustrating meeting, every difficult client, every corporate politics you've navigated, that's not wasted time. That's market research that you didn't know you had. That's people skills, that's business acumen. You couldn't have gotten any other way. Second, you know yourself better. In your 20s, you might have started a business because it seemed trendy. That's what I did. Now, you're starting a business because you deeply understand what you want and what you're good at least close to it. And that clarity is priceless. Third, you have established networks, right? Every connection you've made in your career is a potential client, customer, mentor, collaborator, you name it. Your network is richer with people who are also established in their careers and have the budget for your product or your services. Now, let's talk about how to flip the script on feeling behind. Here are 3 powerful mindset shifts I want you to start practicing today. Number 1, replace "I'm behind" with "I'm exactly where I need to be to start." Every time that comparison trap sneaks up, I want you to pause and say this to yourself. Your timeline is your timeline, period. Number 2, start seeing your age and experience as your unique value proposition. Your future clients, they don't want to work with someone who's just reading from a textbook. They want someone who's been in the trenches and found their way out. Number 3, focus on the next step, not the whole staircase. So stop overwhelming yourself with 5-year plans. What's the one thing that you can do this week to move you forward? That's all you need to focus on right now. And if you want more helpful tips with this, click on the playlist linked in the description if you want access to some of those videos. Now, let me share a quick story about one of my friends, Lisa. At 47, she was convinced that she'd never leave her accounting job. She hated it, and she had this dream of starting a financial coaching business for creative entrepreneurs instead. But she, like all of us, kept telling herself she was too late in the game to start. Fast forward 18 months later, Lisa now has a thriving practice with 15 clients or more, I think. She's making almost as much as she did in her corporate job, and she's confident that she'll get there soon. But what's more important is that she's actually excited to start work each morning. So you know what she told me? She said, if I hadn't started at 47, I'd be 49 still dreaming about it. Instead, I'm 49 and I'm living it. That's what I want you to really hear today. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. Your age isn't your obstacle, it's your advantage. Now, before you go, I said I had something special for you. I've created a free late bloomers business checklist, so to speak, and that breaks down exactly what you need to do in your first 30 days of business planning if you haven't started. It includes all the little shortcuts I think are helpful that I wish I had known when I started, plus a little guide to leverage your decades of experience in your new business. So click the link in the description to download it now. And if this message hit home today, give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below. How about put "I'm ready to start start in quotes if you're committing to taking that first steps. I'd love to be a part of it. I read every comment and love connecting with you amazing men and women. And remember, you're not behind, you're not too late, you're right on time for your personal success story. Bye.